on the road home from the rally, and we're somewhere between Nashville and Memphis, and we're definitely like following a bunch of cars that were just flying through, and the speed limit I think is like 70, but it dropped down for like a minute for the like a little construction zone, and there was 2 highway patrol right there, so I looked down and thought I'm only going 74, so I'm probably good. And then, but there was a Jeep in front of me, so I don't know if this cop's, he doesn't have his lights on, but he's definitely hopped out on the road to come after somebody, so I don't know if it's me or what it is, but we'll see if we get to meet the Popo today. He's running radar like crazy, and the speed limit's definitely 70, so I waved at him, so I don't know if he's gonna pull me over and just say hello to me or what he's gonna do. He's just hanging out right next to us. We're in the like slow lane, he's in the fast lane, and cars are starting to like slow down here, so just wanted to get this action on camera so we can kind of see what happens here. The Alpha is a few back, so they didn't like get the Alpha, but we'll see what happens here. He's not really like, I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's just pacing us or something. Maybe he's just checking on my car. I don't know. We're still in Tennessee, so this is like the Tennessee. He's probably just running my tag is what he was doing. Sees that we're from Oklahoma. Now he's in the lane in my rear view. I don't know if you can see him back there, but obviously the radar is going off like crazy, and we're gonna like get over because everybody's like slowing down. Traffic's getting a little packed right here. Sometimes I think it's like actually dangerous when these police pull out on the road and everybody sees the police officer and everybody starts driving differently, and it actually causes traffic problems because everybody's flowing along at, you know, the speed of traffic, and then everybody like locks them up and slows down. So it looks like he was just pulling out to see how we were doing. He didn't, I waved at him and there he goes. He exited. So we're with with Dave and Sarah. They're heading to Dallas. We're heading to Tulsa. We're in the Alpha. Oh, he turned radar off. They must have both followed us because it looked like one of them exited, but then now he's definitely, I don't know what the heck's happening. I think he's definitely behind the Alpha now, but he doesn't have his radar on. I don't know, bros. I don't know. The radar is off, but I didn't actually see him get, I mean, I saw him get in the right lane, but I didn't actually see him exit. I wonder if that's like another, I can't tell if that's a cop back there or not, if it's still him. The Alpha's cruised along, so maybe not. He must have just exited. So anyway, we're gonna head to Memphis and eat at some wicked barbecue place, because I think that's what you do when you're in Memphis. You eat barbecue. So that's our halfway stop before we get home. So we'll be back if there's any action, any police that we meet. I think they're just checking out my car. I wish we could have met him. I love meeting the police. Maybe I don't know if he got up beside me to see my my thin blue line flag, but he didn't mess with us, so dodged another one. We'll be back. Okay, people, we are back. We've almost made it to Jackson. I think we're like 50 miles or something from Jackson, but we just passed another cop running hot with the lights on. We haven't really been speeding. I think we're doing like 75 or something, but he definitely turned around in the center median. So I don't know if he was trying to get to this like rest area or what happened, but I'm trying to see if he's it doesn't look like he's rolling behind us, but we'll see what happens when he comes up. The last one obviously just wanted to check out the car. We talked to the Alpha, to Sarah, and she was like, oh yeah, he just wanted to see your car and run your tag. So anyway, we're heading into Memphis. We got to get gas in Memphis, and then we're gonna go find that barbecue joint. No, not gas in Memphis, gas in Jackson. Barbecue joint in Memphis. That's what we're doing. So we're just cruising. I don't know. Maybe we'll like hop on the gas here in a minute and see if we can get some attention. I've done pretty good this trip. I haven't gotten pulled over in the entire rally, all the way from Oklahoma to Knoxville to Atlanta. I haven't even seen a bunch of cops, but I haven't had any interactions, so seems like it's about time. So let's like see if we can meet some popos, bros. Another popo didn't get me. They've got some blacked out. One was a sheriff, and that was just like a little Ford Explorer that went by. I was trying to decide if I was gonna throw the camera out or not, but this radar works really good. So that was two. One sheriff, all blacked out. Tahoe or something had somebody pulled over, and then we got radar about a quarter mile before we saw blacked out Explorer. So they are working I-40 like crazy today. So we are bound to run into a popo soon. It's gonna happen. Stick around. Oh yeah, people, Tennessee, don't play. The cops are everywhere. Here's another one right here. Look at this. Like, I'm gonna have to get over. Another blacked out canine. Oh, that's that sheriff. So they must have the sheriff, like, for this county working this highway, because there must become some kind of task force for like drugs or something, because it's weird to see the sheriff's deputies out here on I-40 pulling people over. But they haven't got us yet. We keep getting warned. That one didn't have radar, but we got warned by Waze that police reported ahead. So thanks, Wazers out there. So stick around. We're still 40 miles from Memphis or so. Bound to happen. Okay, Lambros, we are 1 hour, maybe 50 minutes from Memphis. Emma, are you excited about having barbecue?
Yes, but I look bad right now. Why are you recording me?
Too bad, sucker. You're live on the internet. Just kidding. But we just raced a Hyundai and won that gold one right there. Pretty awesome.
Weird because he's in front of us.
Well, after I kicked his butt, I let him pass me, okay? Because I was like, you're getting the ticket.
Is that what we're talking about?
But we have this Challenger coming up beside us because I think he wants some. You want some? Oh, look at him. Oh, you want some?
He honked too.
He honked? I didn't hear him honk.
I heard it.
He was like, honk, honk. All right, what do you guys think? I know you can't respond right now, but should I go get the Challenger? The SRT? It's not even an SRT. It's just, it didn't even sound like, it sounded like a Prius when it drove by. It sounded like a Tesla when it drove by. Didn't it?
A Prius and a Tesla are two different things.
It sounded like a Presla whenever it came by.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like. But we haven't seen any cops for a while. It's been pretty quiet. You know, we might actually be able to like knock the doors off of this. Emma's trying to hide from the camera. Oh, here comes the Alpha. Come on, Alpha, go get it! Go get it! Pay no attention to the side of that. That's just a modification that they added. They added those mods on the tail of the Dragon. It's a new thing where you take a guardrail and slap it up against your car.
It jumped. It
jumped out in front of them and like smacked their car and then jumped back. They didn't even know what happened. They didn't even see it until like later the next day. All right, he's about to take on the Challenger. Here we go. In the 6-cylinder. That's actually a Ferrari engine. It's just a V6 versus a V8 Ferrari engine. I didn't get to go on the tail because my car was getting fixed, but Emma got to go on the tail. Was it a good time?
It was good.
You have fun?
Yeah.
We're on the
In a Mustang.
In a Mustang 5.0.
Yeah.
We were laughing because Dan was like, if you'd have taken a picture of me and Emma in a Mustang 5.0 convertible on the tail of the Dragon on Sunday and sent it to me in the past, I would have been like, how in the world did we get here?
What events led up?
What events led up to me and Emma being on the tail in a Mustang when I drive a Performante and she's riding with Steve. So the perf went down, my car went down, he had to rent a car. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So they come in threes, so you know that's why the Alpha decided to meet a guardrail. So anyway, I think the guy in the Hyundai wants to race again. So say, no, don't pass me! Ah, no, he's passing me! Oh, I've got it to the pedal to the metal. Oh, I'm inching past him. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh, I'm winning. Oh, I beat him. Oh, yeah! We'll be back. Okay, here we are. So we've had a cop tailing us for a while. And he's been like sneaking up on us with radar, but then he turned his radar off. Here he goes. And now he's like coming by us.
Oh, he's videoing. He was videoing. He was videoing.
Sheriff getting some video of us. That's funny. He's gonna get you now too. Ha! That's funny. He was sneaking up behind us. He was sneaking up behind us the whole time. Are we exiting right here? Yeah. He was sneaking up behind us the entire time, and we kept getting radar pop, radar pop, radar pop. But we didn't see the popo, and then there he is. He swings by with his video camera going. So anyway, hi Popo, love you. We'll catch up in a minute. Look, we found a new Alpha. We found a new Alpha from Flowrider.
That one doesn't look like it ran into a pole.
That one doesn't look like a guardrail jumped out at it there, Dave. Sarah, looks like it's very clean. Blonde driving, hey lady. Just kidding. Anyway, all right, we're heading to our lunch stop. We're stopping at, what's it called, Emma? Yeah,
couldn't tell ya.
Barbecue. Something barbecue.
Tops barbecue.
Tops barbecue.
Barbecue.
Tops barbecue. Here we go. Okay, Lambros, we are not on the road anymore. We are at Butler Tire. We have had a little bit of a wheel problem, which they're working on over here. Right when we pulled in, this thing went flat, and they're trying to get this sucker back on here. So I don't know what happened, but something bad happened. That front left tire is kind of brittle, kind of jacked up, kind of broken. We had a really good experience with Butler, and they hooked us up. And you know, sometimes things just go bad. I don't know why, but it looks like maybe that tire had some cracks around it. Maybe it was damaged whenever they first put it on that wheel, or when they tried to put my tire sensor in there. We've got Robertson here in just north of Little Rock. We are at a tire place, so try to get back on the road, and we'll keep you guys posted on what's happening. Okay, Lambros, we're back on the road. Wow, this has been, Emma, has this been one heck of, she doesn't want to be on camera. This has been one hell of a rally. I mean, we've had car problem after car problem after car problem. Now we had a tire problem. Luckily, we got to a shop. I just talked to my homies over at Butler. They're beside themselves, you know, worried about what happened, and they're just doing everything they can to take care of it. So just wanted everybody, I talked to Gary, I talked to Danny, and here's what the deal is. The Rotiform wheels that I bought, they don't fit a tire sensor, so they had to put a clamp essentially around it and hook a bracket to be able to hold the tire sensor on there. So it's just what you have to do to get them to work. So that's what they did. Of course, the tire shop that we were at, they haven't seen that before, so they're like, I don't know, we haven't really seen this before. But what they did is they threw a bunch of gunk and rubber in there, and so that thing would beat up, aired it up, sealed it up, did everything they can so we can get on the road. Tire sensor was jacked. It was just rolling around inside there. It had broken loose, and it was messed up. So, and then there's a couple spots on that wheel where it was like, I don't know, like it was brittle, or it just had kind of cracked or something. There were little holes, and that's why air was coming out of it. So text Danny, he called me immediately. Then Gary called me. They're shipping me a new tire, which I'll have tomorrow, with the new tire sensor, with the film that they said they were going to do. They're doing everything they can to make it right. Guys, here's what you have to understand. It's like sometimes things don't always work out perfectly, despite having a good company that does good work, that comes well recommended. Sometimes things just happen. Parts fail, you know, rubber tires fail sometimes. Like, there's just things that happen that come up that you just kind of have to deal with. And really, when you're looking for companies to deal with, you have to look at what they do when things don't go right. Because a lot of companies, when things don't, everything's fine when things go well, but when things don't go right, that's when you really see who the true winners are. Because the true winners will do what Gary and Danny are doing right now, calling me, texting me, overnighting me a tire just by me sending them a picture, apologizing profusely. This isn't how they do business. Don't worry, we're gonna make it right. And the guys that aren't that way, you know what, they don't answer their phone. And they're like, I don't know what you're saying, talking about, bro. Whenever it left our shop, it was fine. Or, you know, they make excuses and tell you it's not their problem, you already paid them, that type of thing. So that's what you want to look for. It's not necessarily that companies that don't make mistakes. It's not companies that don't make mistakes. It's companies that don't keep their word that you want to have a problem with. So I can just tell you that we are 150 miles, 64 miles from my mechanic in Tulsa. We're going to drop the car. The Bentley's already there. It's going to go up on the rack. New tire's going to come. We're all going to get through this. New sensor's going to come. The new bracket's going to come. Everything's going to be fine. And I got new wheels. That's the cool thing. I love them. The new wheels are awesome. We're going to be like hitting the town with those in Tulsa once it's done. So in 2 days, this baby's going to be back up and running. And there's gonna be a lot more videos shot, and these wheels I'm gonna be able to do a lot of different color changes with, so it's gonna be super fun. And kudos to Butler Tire, okay? I just did a video about them when they were putting the tires on, and I will just say this, that if you're gonna do business with somebody, that does what they say they're gonna do. When crap gets hard, that they step up and they take care of it, which is what they're doing, and all I can ask. So if you're in Atlanta, or anywhere for that matter, these guys can buy tires and ship them to anywhere. I know that based on my experience with them, it makes me want to run to them more, not like disappear because something went wrong. So I'll be ordering my tires from them. I'll be ordering anything I can from them. They're great guys. If you're in the Atlanta area, for sure, you shouldn't be buying tires and wheels from anybody else. So get out there and do it. Me and Emma are gonna haul back to Tulsa. Right now I'm videoing, so I slowed down about 80. But we've got about 2 hours left. We're gonna like pray that we make it without any trouble. If we make it without trouble, you won't hear again. If you do, I'll be back because there'll be more video. So we'll hope that isn't the case. But thanks for watching. This has been one heck of a rally. Thanks to Thomas with Course America Rally for making this thing fun, despite all of the car issues that we've had. So thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share this with somebody. Lambros, we'll see you in the next video. Later.